A lot of you are requesting for me to review or feature affordable peripherals here on our channel, and since you're the boss, we'll do exactly that in this video. In this video, we're going to take a look at a couple of super affordable gaming mousepads from Panther gaming gears. We have the Libra, which features a polyester cloth, and the Taurus, which features a jacquard fabric. These are specifically designed for FPS gamers, and as per my experience, they both offer a pretty decent control, and any of these two I can personally use as my main gaming mousepad. But I'm kinda leaning towards the Taurus. Before I get even more ahead of myself though, let's get into it. Now, for my international viewers, Panther Gaming Gears is a local brand here in the Philippines, so feel free to skip this video, unless you're curious about what they offer here in our local market. And as always, honest disclaimer, this is not sponsored or paid, but Panther Gaming Gears did provide these review samples for me to try. Now, let's get the technical details out of the way first. In terms of dimensions, both feature 450 by 400 mm with a substantial thickness of 5 mm. Both feature a very good anti-slip rubber base, both are washable, and most importantly, both are uncoated, which is quite important to preserve the effectiveness of the fabric surface. Now, at first glance, I thought the surface of the Libra was pretty similar to the Panther from Alpha Unlimited, but upon closer inspection, they are entirely different, and I honestly think that the surface of the Libra is much closer to the surface of the OG Razer Goliathus, more so than the Panther, which I also deem quite similar to the Razer Goliathus. But of course, that doesn't mean one is better than the other. I'm just simply stating my observation of the woven fabric. The Libra features a wider woven pattern compared to the Taurus. On the other hand, the Taurus surface is, in my honest opinion, almost exactly the same as the surface of my favorite microcontrol mousepad from Alpha Unlimited. And taking a closer look, I think they are pretty close. Let me know in the comments below, but yeah, I was easily able to get accustomed to this. More on that later though, when I share with you my overall gaming experience. Now, in terms of print quality, the Taurus features a large Taurus image with thick lines in a more pronounced constellation and crispier detail, especially when compared to the Libra. The Libra features a smaller Libra image with thinner lines and an overall softer print quality. The same thing can be said on their model name logos at the left corner. It's kind of weird that the print quality is not consistent between these two, but it really doesn't matter in my honest opinion, since most likely you will only pick one of these two for your desk. Now, both feature decent quality edge stitching with a very grippy anti-slip rubber base, no complaints here. Both are also uncoated, which means they can easily and quickly absorb liquid, and they are also susceptible to dirt and stains, so bear that in mind. It is worth noting though that the Taurus is significantly more rigid compared to the quite flexible material of the Libra. This means while they both offer fabric material, the Taurus is harder while the Libra is noticeably softer, which cater to different user preferences, especially when it comes to comfort and hand pressure. Now, while both of them are specified to have a 5mm thickness, as per my measurements, the Libra is around 4.7mm, while the Taurus checks out at 5mm. Take this with a grain of salt though, as it's really difficult to measure the thickness of a soft cloth material. In terms of gliding performance, if you move from side to side, you won't feel any significant difference. Both of them offer a good amount of control. However, if you move up and down, you'll immediately notice that the Libra has more friction compared to the surface of the Taurus, and at some level, you can hear the difference. So I have my microphone right here. Again, both these mousepads have a pretty grippy anti-slip rubber base, so don't worry about that. I also appreciate that while both of them have a tag for branding, it is thin enough to not get in the way or add some unwanted bulge to the surface. By the way, this is actually a collaboration between Panther Gaming Gears, which is a gaming brand, and Gosu Gaming Gears, which is also a gaming brand but is more popular as a reseller of some of the most sought-after gaming brands, especially those that are not easily accessible in our country. Alright, now let me share with you my experience using these mousepads in Valorant. Like I said earlier, the surface of the Taurus is quite familiar, so I was easily able to adjust and feel very comfortable. I was able to finish first on my first try in Valorant Deathmatch. Now, I use 800 DPI with around 0.8 in-game sensitivity, and while I'm not a low sense kind of guy, I appreciate that the Taurus can provide me with just the right amount of control to do micro adjustments. But what surprised me the most is the fact that I was able to enjoy the experience using the Libra. I feel like I got more control out of it, especially when it comes to its stopping power compared to the Taurus. Whenever I flick and stop, I feel like it is more responsive and accurate, and that's probably because I am a heavy gripper that amplifies the amount of friction against the rougher surface of the Libra. but overall, any of these two can provide me with a pretty good and comfortable experience. Now, Panther Gaming Gears also sent a smaller version of the Taurus that is suitable as a keyboard mat. The dimensions are 380 by 160 by 5mm. No smaller Libra variant though. Alright, so to conclude, both feature high quality materials with pretty interesting designs that could match any desk setup theme. Both also offer good control, a balanced surface and consistent pattern, and an overall good performance considering that your skill isn't a bottleneck. However, it is worth noting that this is not the cheapest option out in the market with this kind of fabric. But if the quality and design suit your needs, then it is pretty much worth it. And there you have it guys, thank you for watching. Huge thanks to Panther Gaming Gears for sending this in. Again, this is not sponsored and they'll see this video at the same time as you'll do. This is currently available at Gosu Gaming Gears and I'll put some links below if you're interested. Now, if you're looking for the current bang for the buck 65% keyboard, make sure to watch my review of the Rockpira Plus, link below. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you appreciate this video, and see you next time. Have a great day guys, and as always, you're awesome.